Okay, perfect. That's just nice. Frequency music. We're gonna put it on some loop shopper frequency. Okay. We're gonna do all signs. I haven't gone live on YouTube in so long. So I'm gonna do a collective. It's personals. Shoot, that's if the algorithm show me any love or anybody pop in on me. Okay, I just started on this one. That's gonna be for the free personal readings at the end. Let's see. Okay, bet. So welcome in. Tonight we're gonna do all signs. It's gonna be an all signs live, so it may be a little lengthy. We're gonna go in the order of the zodiac, and this is all about post retrograde clarity. I just mapped out the layout, so we're gonna get the lesson that was taught by way of your higher self. Like, this is what you were learning throughout this period, and we're going to add an oracle to that, so we get a really full snapshot of like, okay, this was really what you've gone through, why you've gone through it, what you're integrating. Next, we're going to have some clarifiers. I may pull 3 tarot, I may pull another oracle. I'm going to let my intuition decide. And lastly, the archetype you're stepping into with a prosperity mantra, because we have Saturn going direct. It's the last month. We're stepping to the last month of the Gregorian calendar, year. People are, it ain't no fun, you ain't got no money on. So we're gonna tap in and see what the mantra is for you to move forward in a prosperous way. Okay, so we got the layout. If you want to get on the list, join the list. The first 5 people to get on the list get a free mini read. Okay, so leave me your name, your sun sign, and I may ask you on a topic. So just say, hey. So right now we got, I don't know if it's Sharon or Sharana. Sharana. Okay, I hope that's Sharana. I hope I'm saying the name right, baby. But if you want to get on the list, say Sharana, Gemini, Love. You know what I mean? So that's what I know I can read for you at the end, okay? So, or I may check the list in between each sign and do the free reading in between each sign based on who is signed up and what they name on the list. So I'm doing 5 free tonight. So get in where you fit in. If you want it, let me know now. I'm going to add you to the list. So if you didn't know, I am Raven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your if this is your first time, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. I appreciate you. I love you. I know it's been a minute since I showed up on YouTube, but we're here and we're ready. We got our own environment, our own energy. Thank you so much, Eb. So yeah, it's the perfect time. We got these planets exiting retrograde. It's a new season, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. Why not check in, especially after this Mercury retrograde we just had, especially after Saturn being retrograde? A lot is still settling in, settling down. A lot is opening up. A lot of clarity is rushing in. We learned a lot of lessons. We move into and through different shifts of identity. Some of us have got out of relationships. Some of us have moved to new cities. Some of us are, you know, making very pivotal life changes and are in the midst of a transition right now. So why not get that clarity? Thank you so much. I also want to go ahead and let y'all know I do have a Black Friday offering right now. I'm doing 30 for 30-minute readings for $30. You can have it pre-recorded, it can be live, or it can be sent as an audio message. Various topics for y'all to choose from. Go to the community board. I made a post yesterday. Everything you need to know. Fill out the form. Good to go. You'll have it delivered within the next hour or two. And you can, again, if you get a private YouTube link, you can watch this and listen to this forever. If you get an audio message, you can save it and listen to it forever. And if we go live, whether it's a Zoom, like one-on-one FaceTime call, I'll give you the opportunity to record it. So you can work through this energy as long as you need to work through this energy. Hey, Messiah. Hey, Brandy. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the chat. Let's go ahead and set the tone, set the energy. Now, I've already blessed the space, blessed the card, set the intention, added the layer of protection, but let's go ahead and take a collective. I have a bra. Let's go ahead and take a collective breath together. Chat, y'all is funny. Let's take a collective breath together. Ground the energy. Go ahead and set your personal intention. Inhale through the nose. Hold at the top. And exhale through the mouth. Great Spirit, I ask that you speak to me and through me at this time, giving me divine clarity, confirmation, affirmation, motivation, direction to and for each sign and each personal reading that I conduct tonight. May the answers, may the clarity, may the love, may the confirmation be clear, may it be comforting, may it be for our highest good of all. Ashe, ashe, and so it is. So, let's just I'm going to get like 2 cards just for the collective energy right now. Maybe 2 or 3 cards before we start with Sagittarius. If you're a Sagittarius, let me know. What's your sun sign? Go ahead and drop your sun sign in the chat below. Let me know when your birthday is. Hey, Brian. Y'all are funny. Yes, it's a lot of. I feel like right now, collectively, now that the dust is settling, we're realizing just how many. Yeah, we're getting clarity around a lot of options. It's like we can go this way or that way with it. A lot of choices and decisions. Things are still clarifying. So I wouldn't say make any extreme decisions right now, but I would say prepare to move forward, prepare to take action, consider the best case scenario, consider what's best for who I am now. Now that I've retained this wisdom, now that I'm integrating this wisdom, now that I know better, what is best for me as I move forward. You're getting clarity on forward movement, but you're going to do some sifting and sorting. Contrast to clarity pipeline. A lot of what you don't want is also clarifying what it is that you do want. So don't look at the adversity as a negative. Everything is working for you, but it's for your forward movement. So if you find yourself leaning towards staying the same way, doing the same thing, and expecting a different result, prepare to be in that space of confusion until you clarify, okay, again, it's giving a major identity shift. Like, yeah, you will operate like this, but the version that you're becoming, who you are now moving and behaving as, what is the best for them moving forward? Think and be and live from that elevated version of self. We got a lot of, oh my gosh, we got this pair. A lot of clarity within the masculine and the feminine collective. And this could be like on the back end of a little bit Heartbreak Hotel. But I say that sometimes the best way for you to get clear on something is through disappointment, and through that you have better discernment. But most times, I call it like you got to feel it to heal it. Sometimes some things just don't hit you until you're standing in it. And from there, you have to make the best decision for it. Like, is this person, is this place, is this job, is this mindset, is this environment truly going to get me closer to who it is that I know I came here to be, doing what I know I came here to do? Or am I just stalling my own evolution? Am I just stalling my own progress? That type of energy. So as a collective, we're working through a lot of clarity that we have now that we've gone through that tunnel. Like, we're at the light at the end of the tunnel. And a lot of these harsh truths may just be what we've needed to clear the fog and to make executive decisions. It's not a lot of heart-based energy. It's more so like a head over heart decision when it comes to some of these advancements that we want to make right now. Some things are just logical. Like, what's the best logical way for it? Not emotional. So it's a divine detachment energy that's happening. Like, how can I be divinely detached from these circumstances while also operating from the belief that everything is always working for me? Everything is always working in my favor. So that was a good collective mini read. Again, if you want to get on the list for a free reading, let me know by leaving your name, your sun sign, and we can flow from there. But right now, let's go ahead and step into Sagittarius. We're going to start at 12 minutes to be exact. Again, so Spirit, thank you for providing us this post retrograde clarity for all signs at this time. Please give us the knowledge, the awareness, the messages that we need right now to assist us in moving forward. So the first message is going to be from the higher self. Again, what lesson was learned during this retrograde phase? What lesson was learned? Okay, Sag. Okay, Sagittarius. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Shout out to my sun, moon, rising, and Venus, Sagittarius gang. Happy birthday to my sister. That's my sister's birthday, y'all. All right, Spirit. What does Sagittarius need to know right now at this time? What does Sagittarius need to know right now at this time? What message from the higher self or for you? What lesson did this Mercury retrograde and the Saturn retrograde transit teach Sagittarius? Ooh, gratitude. The attitude of gratitude. So my Sagittarius have learned a lot in regards to what gratitude means to them and how to operate from a place of gratefulness. I feel like at any given moment, Sag, when you find yourself outside of your own personal evolution, it unfortunately happens when you just step into this when you step into the belief that you're stagnant. Sagittarius, you need freedom, you love freedom, whether it's creative, mental, emotional, physical freedom to wander, to explore, to get deeper understandings about different beliefs, to release what doesn't serve, and to step into an embodiment, a version, a mindset, an identity that is better aligned to who you are at your core. And so I feel like the only time that you're outside of your evolution is when you develop this skeptic attitude or this stagnant attitude. You invite this energy of stagnancy by saying, oh, I'm stagnant, or I don't know what to do. Granted, these things are normal on our path, but at any given moment when you find yourself operating from that place of lack of clarity or lack of awareness about who you are and where you're headed, developing an attitude of gratitude, getting in gratitude, manifesting through gratitude. This pipeline is the way in which a lot of teachers like Neville Goddard expressed, like, this is how you live in the end. You're grateful for it now. You're embodying it now. You're seeing that, you're operating from a place that this is coming from within me now. Big I am energy. This retrograde really taught you the value of your own what you value based on your beliefs. and how gratefulness it serves you in every way. We probably had a lot of moments, Sagittarius, throughout this transit where you were reminded just of how blessed you are. You probably had a lot of moments where you were forced to stop and take stock and to slow down. I feel like it was a lot of mindful moments where you literally caught yourself in the moment of being ungrateful. You caught yourself in the moment of being overly flustered. You caught yourself in the moment before you said that thing or you made that wrong action or you had that blow up. I feel like your approach, you have been slowed down in your approach and your response. This is giving a regulation thing. You were slowed down in the way in which you respond. Your words have been your greatest teacher throughout this season. Your words have been your greatest teacher throughout this season. I figured it's like I might as it's like this energy of developer mindset. I really do get more with honey than I do vinegar. And it's like I figured it'd be best if I had this type of approach versus how I usually approach things. Your approach, your response, your regulation, all reflected back to you your gratefulness or your lack of gratefulness in the present moment. Even if it's giving this energy, like, can you be grateful for the lessons? Like being aware, like, oh, this is challenging, but you know what? I'm glad I'm being challenged right now because it's teaching me that I need to do work in XYZ. You get what I'm saying? Like, can you be grateful in the midst of the challenge? Grateful for the challenge. Like, how open are you to really staying locked in with your evolution and like, you know what? I can operate better. I can be better. I can do things differently. I just seen 1717. Yes, you got a wake up call. Speak up. Damn, Sag. Okay. Love yourself. Make necessary. This retrograde, you faced a lot of adversity, especially in regards to speaking up again. How you speak up, what you said, how you said what you said. I feel like this has been your greatest feat. And when I say feat, you possibly were noticing just how much you were changing as your response changed in the moment. So you could have wholeheartedly grieved, been grieving your old self or dealing with grief of a loved one, grief of an idea of how you thought your life would have, should have been, or could have, should have been at this time. But you noticed the changes and the shift, like, and your love for yourself, like, could have also made been brought to your awareness at this time because you've sacrificed, you made certain sacrifices throughout this transit that literally like showed you who you are now versus who you used to be. 555, you've undergone great change, Sag. Especially coming into your birthday season. This has definitely been a wake-up call, like where that energy of stagnancy once was. You're like, okay, I'm clear, this is what I want to do, this is who I want to be moving forward, I want to act on this now. Ready to put the 10,000 hours in whatever, that new license, that new certificate, that new dream. Ready to make the necessary sacrifices, cutting your losses between who didn't make it this far, who's not still here. Cutting your losses with the idea of how you thought life was supposed to be, overcoming any adversity, facing them head on, speaking up when you need to speak up, but also doing this with love. With love. And we know that can be difficult for Sag because sometimes it just be balls of fire. It ain't no love in it. But the love that you have for yourself is being expressed to you and through everyone else, because I feel like you are responsible. You are a holder together. You're a glue. You're a martyr in your community. Your level of importance and expertise matters. But how you love you, how you relate to you is how you gonna relate to everybody else. So developing this attitude of gratitude has been a sure wake up call, because any fires that were happening, they were happening from inside the house. They were self induced based on your mindset, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others, how you navigated certain situations. Being able to speak up and face different authority figures, face your fears, face that coworker, or face that energy that usually gets you out of your character and outside of yourself. This has been a really big shift in how you operate, Sag. And I'm proud of you, because a lot of y'all don't make it to and through the other side like that. And I'm going to say right now, y'all got the longest reading because it's your birthday. So what was the last card? I think I want to okay. So shoot, all right. What archetype is Sag stepping into, being told to embody and embrace, coming into this next chapter as they move through the energy? Oh, the podcaster, you might have a lot to say. You might have a testimony. You might have a lot to say. A community that you feel like you want to lead, a brand that you want to create out of yourself, a personal brand. You have a testimony. You have a lot of wisdom that you actually want to share. I invite lasting prosperity and abundance into all areas of my life. So stepping into this role, hey, if that idea to start that podcast, start that community, start speaking up. Start speaking up. You got a lot to say? You will be inviting lasting prosperity and abundance into all areas of your life. If you decide to embrace this new path, and whether you decide to podcast out the gate or just continue to activate that throat chakra from this place of like, I can say what I need to say with love. I can operate from a place of integrity and not betray myself in the process. Not betray myself, but also not hurt who it is that I'm speaking, because it's given like everyone outside of you is just a version of you pushed out. You feel what I'm saying? So the love you are is the love that you'll give. Okay, Sag? So speak up. Start that podcast if you're feeling called to. If that was an idea that came to you over this time, please know that right now, whether you do that, you operate from that idea or not, you are inviting, your mantra for this next month is, I invite lasting prosperity and abundance into all areas of my life. And this is what a grateful mind, this is what a grateful tongue, this is what a grateful attitude gets you, the ability to speak and profess this type of greatness into all areas of your life. Okay, I invite lasting prosperity and abundance into all areas of my life. Okay, Sag, happy birthday. Y'all want a personal reading, let me know. Please take full advantage of my current 30 for 30. And I will catch y'all in the next one. So who was up? We got Capricorn. We got Capricorn. Starting at 24:10. Capricorn, what's good? Capricorn, what did you do for your birthday? Capricorn, what did you do for your birthday? What you got going on? How has life been? Has life been life in Capricorn? Shout out to all my Capricorns. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node. Let's go ahead and get a message from your higher self, Capricorn. What lessons have been taught and are currently being integrated for my fellow Capricorn? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and North Node. I feel like I've been doing a lot of mindset work, a lot of energy work, a lot of leveling up, noticing that everything happens inside before outside. Like the inside is creating the outside. Ooh, we have anger. We have anger coming out for Capricorn. And it came, I don't do reverses in this deck, but okay. Your higher self has been teaching you how to process anger. Okay. Okay, Capricorn. All right. My fellow Cappies. Transmuting anger. Whew. When I say the perspective has been shifting in the midst of the obstacle, I'm not lying. I feel like this retrograde showed you when you're angry, how to approach that emotion from a conscious, from a higher knowing, to quickly get through any obstacle. You could have faced many obstacles during this time. Things were slowed down. You are a don't give me mess up the don't give me the mess up that word. You're ruled by Saturn. Saturn has been retrograde. You have been learning a lot at your core, a lot of being made aware of the subconscious blocks that you have by way of holding on to anger at people, places. But I feel like this is more self-inflicted anger, where you judge yourself so harshly. You're mad at yourself because you forgave that person. You're mad at yourself for not considering this and this. Is like this energy of being mad at yourself or just mad at the world. Having a rage is a form of resistance. Your rage is it matters. It is a tool. If you don't, you have learned to develop the practice of approaching rage from a higher perspective so that you can alchemize and transmute that energy to assist you in overcoming the obstacle. Whereas the anger and the rage used to just have you crashing out, but you don't crash out how everybody else crashed out, Capricorn. Our crash outs are internal. Sometimes they're silent. Sometimes they are self-induced and self-inflicted harm, where the only person that's getting the ass whooping is ourselves. Like, imagine not knowing how to transmute your anger healthily and you putting belt to ass on yourself. Like, you're making your life harder. You're making decisions that misalign you because you are subconsciously feeling like you are still worthy and deserving, or this is the only way in which you know how to approach yourself when you have so much anger and emotion bottled up. So this retrograde calms your ass down. That anger showed up and you realized how it showed up in your emotional body, your physical body, what housing it does to you, what it does to your mind. You've had to consciously shift through this energy, this emotion, in a way in which it has served you. You've completely transformed throughout this time. See, Capricorns are silent, can be silent but deadly. Silent and deadly. Suffering in silence. I do it all on my own. Putting everything on your back. I don't need no help. These. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you writing the script. You setting the tone. And life is reflecting back all of that anger, that bitterness, that mm-hmm. You've learned a lot about you, Capricorn, through this. Your anger serves you, and you're noticing that now. You're using your anger as a divine messenger. I was also telling my friend, I was like, people have said, oh, Capricorns, or even myself in particular, oh, you manifest out of spite because you always got to prove somebody wrong. That's not manifesting out of spite. That's using that anger of somebody having you fucked up to work for you. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna use this trigger right now to level up. I'm gonna use this moment to, like, all right, bank on myself. Like, I'm gonna transmute it and I'm not gonna become a victim of it. Like, I'm gonna let you say what you said, but I'm gonna get the last laugh. And the last laugh for a Capricorn is always, I'm going to 360 my life. I'm going to be and do everything you think I can and everything I know I can do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what? Capricorns are kings and queens of I can show you, but not the dead. They kind of live off of that philosophy. Transmuting anger has probably been your biggest boss battle yet. Because now that you know how to operate, you know how to use that energy for your betterment and not use it and start unconsciously catastrophizing your whole life. You can now just use it as a tool. I think some football players, some basketball players, I think people in sports, they do that. Like, you should be very angry at your opponent. Like, I'm going to beat you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta bring that dog up out you to just activate that version of yourself that is going to win at all costs. Win no matter what. Do it twice. Do it 3-4 times for everybody that said you couldn't. That's how you do that. You've learned, like, oh, that's how I get this energy to work for me. I'm not a victim. I'm a win at all costs. And my guard might still be up because I'm prepared. Like, it's also this energy of learning to not operate from that place of like bracing yourself for the worst case scenario, like regulating your nervous system to a new default baseline. Whereas you don't have to be on edge or be on guard with the world. Like, don't unconsciously develop this, if it ain't one thing, what's another, or like people just can't be trusted. Like, don't take personal the lessons. Take the wisdom and operate from a new level of awareness. But don't project reasons to be walking around guardedly, like guarded unnecessarily. Like, don't anticipate the worst. Like, you've probably learned or released that hypervigilance around, oh, I'm just waiting for the other foot to drop. It's also giving this energy of like notices and seeing like you're worthy of good things happening. It does get to be easy. You don't have to fight so hard all the time. You don't have to effort so hard. You can just be. And you can could have learned like you don't need anger to get to where you're trying to go as well. It's been a whole shift in perspective. Like, you know what? Like, you don't have to have a reason. You don't have to use a negative reason to get you closer to what you want. You can operate and do it from an understanding that life is supposed to be easy. Life can get easy. Like, show me how good it can get. Like, you've developed new mantras that speak lights into your life. It doesn't have to be a negative transmutation of an emotion. You can just alchemize your experience regardless of the emotion that arises. Like, you will overcome, and you're being transformed by your perspective. I feel like you're gonna be looking at life now, like when adverse moments come up, it's just iron sharpening iron. Like, oh, I'm just getting that sweat equity in right now, or I'm just sharpening my tools right now. Like, small thing to a giant type energy. Like, oh, okay, this ain't nothing. Like, I can get through this. Like, this is just showing me where I can develop a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of awareness. It's just showing me, oh, I'm thinking from this little me that ain't got it. I'm not thinking from the I am. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. It goes back to the I am every time. It goes back to the I am every time. Wow. What you nurture, how you nurture the mind. The mind is all. What you nurture, what you invest in your time and energy and attention into, the fruits of your labor, you're living in the fruits of like, oh, okay, you definitely shifted your mindset. It's definitely giving this energy of shifting into a higher level of awareness. Like, I feel like it's You've done a lot of wealth consciousness work, and it serves you better than anyone at this time because you're so used to putting in so much labor, and it's given like developing labors of love where what you decide to do, who you decide to be, what you decide to invest in mentally, physically, emotionally, energetically, financially. The ROI is worth it. Your return on that investment is going to be worth it because it's coming from a healed, whole perspective. It's coming from, you've done a lot of inner child healing. It's coming from that mindset of how good can it get, how easy can it get? Show me how beautiful life is. You've developed a new outlook on life because of your internal dialogue and your ability to transmute anger and see anger for what it is. A sign or a trigger for you to elevate your awareness, transform internally, alchemizing the world, the way the world is being reflected through you by way of the version of you that you tap into to overcome these obstacles. I know this is this is getting deep. Y'all done some deep shadow work, some more light integration. You've integrated, installed a higher program of awareness. It's giving that. And I feel like you fought tooth and nail to be here with versions of yourself that refuse to, you had some programs, you had some beliefs, you had some ideas about yourself, Capricorn, that were so deeply rooted and ingrained in you that you had to really take your time and even double check. Like, it's almost like you had to learn how to trust yourself in this new identity, because you know how you can get, the minute something happens that's outside of your control, you know how you can spiral, you know how you can get back into that place. But you fought tooth and nail and even had your guard up within your own inner self, because you know, just as the sun can shine bright, it's just as dark as it can get for you. So you fought towards this liberated perspective. You fought for this higher self integration. You released, and you notice this. You will continue to notice this by way in which how you show up to with the things that you're saying yes to, how you nurture this new life, how you nurture your offerings, how you nurture your presence, how you know it's giving like, okay, I'm ready to create a life that I don't need a vacation from, and I trust myself to make the right decisions, because the I am that I'm operating from got me now. That old angry stuff, those old subconscious beliefs, that old way of how I would get so disgruntled and disheveled by life. It was like we were very reactionary to life. Whole time life is happening through you and not to you. Ooh, and that is the transformation you underwent, Capricorn. That's what you learned through this retrograde season. That's I can't get no clearer than that. So what mantra as well as what archetype is Capricorn Sun Moon Rising North Node stepping into? If that was resonant, make sure y'all let me know. Make sure my Capricorns drop their sign in the comments if the check cleared, if the vibe check cleared. What archetype? The prosperity mantra. Okay. It's stepping into the teacher. You are, I don't know nobody that's a better manager of a person, a place, or a thing than a Capricorn. You are wise beyond your years, and you have a lot to teach. You have a lot to preach. You're stepping into the archetype of the teacher. And your mantra is, every time I act beyond my ego, I nourish the humility of humanity. That is what that Seven of Pentacles Queen of Pentacles gave. Acting beyond the ego, acting beyond the old self, acting beyond how you know, becoming consciously aware of how you know you would usually operate, and acting beyond the ego, embodying exactly who you said you are, thinking, behaving, and operating from that version of yourself, collapsing timelines instantly. You nourish the humility of humanity. That is the most human, that is the most humble, that is the most beautiful thing that you can do, is act beyond the ego and nourish yourself, nourish your idea, nourish the moment. I nourish the humility of humanity. Y'all are some major humanitarians. Like, right is right, wrong is wrong. Like, it's just giving, like, you're going to stay solid regardless. And the more that you stay anchored in your integrity, the better you are for yourself and for humanity, because somebody gotta do it. Heavy is the head. Heavy is the head. I'm gonna get one of these cards for Capricorn, because I just feel like you're magical as fuck right now, Cap, and the angels are speaking to you. The vibes is vibing, and I just feel like you're worthy of everything that you want and you desire. Told you, and I've been seeing this so much. You lucky as I don't know what right now, Capricorn. You are a lucky bitch. Whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been doing is working. Keep going. Keep going. Jackpot. You are powerful AF. You can achieve great things. Okay? Keep milking it. It's working. When your bag is about to pay off, you know you want that bag for your birthday. You know it's you in there. You stay right here. Keep doing what you're doing, and elevate from it. Like, boom. Take it up a few notches, but this is your base. Like, stay where you at. You're in your power. You're about to achieve. You're actively achieving great things. I just feel like you did it. Congratulations. And you did it right before your birthday. So there's no telling who you're about to transform into these next 30 days, Capricorn, coming into your birthday. This is very Capricorn coded, if I do say so myself. Honey, you are a $1 billion check. And don't nobody tell you no different, CEO. Okay? Clock it. Okay, so now let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius. These are a lot lengthier than I thought they were gonna be, but maybe they'll get shorter. Hold on. It's gone. It's gone, taking me out. Alright, let's reset the energy for Aquarius. Aquarius. What post retrograde clarity is here for my Aquarians? Shout out to my Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What post retrograde clarity is here for y'all? So what lesson did this recent retrograde transit teach you? Saturn retrograde, Mercury retrograde. What lesson was taught? Pause. You were slowed down. You were slowed down. You learned the power of the sacred pause, Aquarius. You learned, whether it was through incident, accident, awareness or not, Aquarius, you learned how to be still and know. You truly, I look directly at this crown chakra, because y'all know y'all rule the crown for a certain point in human evolution, like, but truly leveled up consciously through slowing down. Grounding yourself in your body through meditation, grounding yourself in your body through exercise, grounding yourself in your body through yoga, coming into alignment, no longer is resisting just what is. I feel like Aquarians, you all experience a lot of just acceptance. Like, you know what, this is where I am. This is what is happening. Where do I go from here? How do I improve from here? How can I make my life better from here? I feel like it's a lot of newness, whether it's relationship, whether it's a job change, whether it's you've had children, whether it's you've moved, whether it's been a lot of motion, a lot of newness, a lot of things that have changed your life drastically. You've experienced pivotal moments to the point in which maybe at times you starting to feel like your life ain't even yours. Like when you're noticing when you're not grounded in your body, whoever is running the show, they run the show, and I feel like you alter, you change timelines in the decisions and the behaviors. And these could be good decisions, these could be bad decisions, these can be good behaviors, these can be bad behaviors. But who's been running the show, whether it's been your higher self or lower self, has been brought to your awareness through this life having to sit your ass down. And that's just what it is. Some Aquarians were sat down within good measure to check in, to see, all right, do I like this path? Do I like this trajectory? Do I like these goals? And some of them were sat down for their own betterment, because you could have been making decisions that were just to your own detriment. It could go either way right now, but that sacred pause to reflect has had to happen. Maybe you weren't aware of why you've been sat down. But split the day to rejuvenate and to raise your vibration. To rejuvenate and to raise your vibration. Kudos on doing the work. But that's why you were led to sit down. So you can now do what? Build on solid ground. Aquarius, I think you know better than anyone else your ability to shape shift. Now, who you become, why you become it, for whatever reason, is completely up to you. But you know, like I know, like everyone else knows, your ability to masterfully bend reality, it happens through you almost instantly. And if you aren't aware that you have this gift, you could be bending reality in a way that doesn't serve you positively if you're operating from a lower state of being. A lower state of being is out of anger, being vindictive, out of, selfishness, out of, being in a low vibration, being on demon time. Like, apparently, like, you can create a beautiful life by being on higher self time, or you can do it by way of being on demon time, whichever one. And this pause has showed you what you have been doing, whether good or bad, and where it's gonna take you, whether good or bad. Like, you're creating the experience. But this pause taught you, slowed you down so that you can build on solid ground from a higher vibration, from a more rejuvenated state, not that survival mode. That survival mode, you get out here and act the fool. And you know that. Aquarius. You know that. You know you can get out here and be a motherfucker. You know that. It don't feel good after a while. You end up doing things that alter the trajectory of your life, whether it be good or bad, in a drastic way. It is best that you operate from that you pause, that you raise your vibration, and that you do whatever you gotta do from a solid ground, because when you're not in your body, you out here being a menace. A menace to you and a menace to society. Let's just be for real. So I congratulate you in taking this pause to lift your vibration, to build a more solid foundation within, one where your survival mode self can't thrive in, because your best self is in the driver's seat now. We love to see it. What archetype and prosperity mantra? We have the investor. So y'all might be getting into some stocks, and the farmer. Y'all might be investing in a farm, going back to your farm, building a farm, a farmer, someone. You may be investing in a product, a brand, a person that creates, food, goodness, whatever. Yeah. But you got the investor here. You step into the archetype of the investor, whether you learn to day trade, whether you doing stocks, whether you're whatever. I have a balanced and mutually beneficial relationship with money. That is your mantra. I have a balanced and mutually beneficial relationship with money. Investing your time, your energy, your resources wisely. Letting your money, letting your brain, letting your mind make money for you. The farmer says, I am an abundant and limitless being who is connected to the infinite source of all creation. It is in me, not on me. Talk about it. I am an abundant and limitless being who is connected to the infinite source of all creation. It is in me, not on me. That's what I'm talking about, honey. Solid ground. What you will build, what you will invest in, there will be fruits. There will be many fruits that will be born from this newfound solid foundation. Because again, you operating from a higher octave. You're operating as the most abundant and limitless version of yourself that is connected to infinite source. That limited, the survival mode, being on demon time, that owed you. She's gone. Christina's gone. And I actually applied your evolution into this new level of embodiment, Aquarius. We've been needing y'all to level up and lead the way, because some of y'all are just some very unorthodox beings, and that we're just here to experience the best of you. That's it. That's all. But shout out to my Aquarians. That is y'all's reading. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We're gonna start at 54. Pisces. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Okay. What is Pisces, my fellow Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I'm in Pisces, Venus, y'all. I'm a Venus in Pisces. What do my Pisces need to know at this time? What lesson, Spirit? What lesson have they integrated? What lesson did they learn throughout this Mercury retrograde, this Saturn retrograde? I'm so excited to study. I feel like y'all about to study more, like study and learn more about whatever it is. I feel like yes. My intuition was loud as I don't know what. The minute I stepped into y'all's energy, clear your energy and intuition. So you all have learned how to best clear your energy and have activated an even closer relationship with your intuition. Learn to trust your intuition, moving based off of that first mind, that spiritual eye, that knowingness. Like, I feel like a lot of my Pisces are just claircognizant. You just know what you know when you know it, and you've learned how to keep your energy clear so that you can trust that knowingness and release any energies like, okay, that's not me, that's not my energy. operate like that, like that type of vibe, have gotten so much clearer in who you are throughout these transits, really leading an intuitively led life, working your light, working your light. Absolutely, Pisces. Absolutely. I love this. Y'all's energy feels a lot lighter. It feels a lot fluid. Like, I feel like, my fellow Pisces, your environments, who you're around, what you're doing, your work environment, your home environment, these environments matter so much because you're a sponge, deeply empathic. And honestly, sometimes y'all are just bogged down by other people's BS or other people's energy because you've taken it in as your own. But there's this, like, okay, you notice, like, okay, when I'm around this person, when I'm doing this thing, or when I'm even thinking like this, I start to feel like this. And then that energy attracts more of this. And then that energy attracts more of this. And I just start to get so weighed down and exhausted by all of this. And it's like, you kind of make yourself the bag lady, because as you go throughout your day and you talk to different people, or you energetically engage with buildings and microaggressions and places and spaces, you just bringing it all on with you. So you've learned throughout this retrograde season how to clear your field, clear your energy, know what is yours and what is not, all by way of trusting, sharpening, and strengthening your relationship with your intuition, acting from the divine, that those downloads that you're getting, though, just that knowingness, like, okay, just sharp with it, like your intuition was speaking to you loudly, and you was responding. You did what you were supposed to do with what you were being told. And the trusting of that is what helped you develop a better feeling, a higher level of sentience. I was like, no, this is me. This is my energy. That is you. This is your, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to hold on. I'm not going to take on what doesn't belong to me. So it's like, you learn not to do the emotional heavy lifting for other people, for their job, for these. It's like, not my monkey, not my circus. Like, I hear you, I understand, and I am here with you, but I'm not carrying that. I'm not owning that. I'm not about to process this through my being and through my mind, losing my, using my mental acuity, doing mental gymnastics for that. You know what I mean? Like, your discernment, it's helped you work your light. Work your light. We got yes. And Akasha, wow. Your guidance is divinely guided. You tapped in, tuned on, and you are aware, like, no, my intuition is the highest form of intelligence. And what I'm being told is divine right now. And when I trust it, not only do I keep my path clear, I keep my energy clear. And I keep my yeses, my hell yeses apparent, and my hell no's apparent. I know what I'm going for and what I'm not going for. And I know how to operate from my own state of well-being and intuit my needs and sometimes others, but not to the detriment in which I do that work for them, but to the degree in which I allow my energy and my intuition to guide me and do work for me, working smarter, not harder in this realm, because the divine guidance, straight from the Akasha, might I add, is my best guide. I'm trusting that as my guide. I'm allowing, I I anchor in my light and I allow it to guide me. Mm-hmm. 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 Pisces. Clock it. Beautiful. This has been a beautiful transit for y'all. And expect this energy to just get better as the direction, the energy goes more direct throughout the next 2 weeks. So what prosperity mantra and archetype are my fellow Pisces stepping into? Okay. Share your location when you get there. Is it far? Oh, okay. You about to drive or you gonna walk? Okay. You know how to get to the front door? If you go through this elevator and go down to one, you'll be on the side right by Milo's. You have to walk. We'll get on an elevator and go to 1A and go down those steps how we was just doing. Okay. Laser. Okay. The musician, Pisces, the musician. So you're gonna make some music, or just step into that more creative space, channel messages through music, operate from a higher frequency. But I have an abundance of revenue generating ideas and creative inspiration. As that archetype of a musician does, you have a wealth of ideas. Your mind is your greatest asset right now. So if you find yourself in between jobs, in a transition from jobs, whatever the case may be, you have an abundance of revenue generating ideas and creative inspiration. And this can come by way of you listening to certain music, but honestly through certain frequencies, or just embodying that music. Okay, that was new. I'm glad I'm back though. Praise God. Okay, so yes, Pisces, the musician. Maybe you just have that in you. Maybe you've played instruments as a child. Maybe, just that musician life is one that is in full flow. They operate from being in the unknown. They pull magic and inspiration from different people, places, and things. Like these revenue generating ideas and this creative energy that you're embodying and embracing as you move forward is so you. You're about to be more you than you've ever been before. Okay, and that's the thing. Like, you've gotten closer to the truth of who you are throughout these transits. Like, your intuition is on sharp and on point, and you've developed the ability to trust it, and you know how to keep your energy clear. Okay, like you working with a whole new vibrational point of relating to you, Pisces. So please stay right here. Milk this overstanding. Like, let this integration be your new baseline. Okay, continue to fall in love with this newfound level of embodiment and awareness. All right, Pisces? Okay, Pisces. Again, y'all, if y'all want to get on the list for a free reading, go ahead and leave your name and your sun sign, and I can do that right now. We're going to Aries, though. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. So shout out to my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Aries, what message do we have? So what post retrograde clarity for my Aries? For my Aries, what post retrograde clarity? I seen a lot of worrying, a lot of praying, honey. You got some cleaning up to do. You might have some, I'm here, you got some explaining to do, Aries. You got some explaining to do. This energy of like, you might have said and did or behaved in a manner that you self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. You have sabotaged some things. I feel like this ended like you fell back into a lot of your old ways. You find comfort in your toxicity at times, I feel. And I think that's something like you're aware of it now. I feel like this retrograde showed you like, you know, you've seen yourself and your ability to not see yourself and your inability to hold yourself accountable for being better and being better to people or just being better in general for like the greater good. I feel like it's like, okay, but I don't feel like it right now. Like it's kind of like a egoic resistance. And I just feel like this is fear-based operating, Aries. This is egoic operating. It's, you know, I'm comfortable with, I don't know, I feel like it's like a core belief, like, well, people always do this, or I don't, or oh well, I can just, you know, it's just like this settling for a subpar life, subpar friendship, subpar experiencing, because it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like something better than nothing. Like instead of you being with the best person, or instead of you getting the perfect job, instead of you really curating beautiful, better friendships that challenge you to grow, that challenge you to, you know what I mean, evolve. It's like, I can just, oh well, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of neglect, emotional neglect, or just negligence, like. I'd rather fuss and fight and distract myself with myself than to actually better myself. And that's what this retrograde revealed to you. Now I feel like you have the awareness, like you know what you're doing now, and you just rather, yeah. You just rather. I feel like this energy of take the first step is like you were given many opportunities to take the first step in like that right direction, and you still are. Like, if anything, this shows like you are aware that you have free will and you can use it in any way. Like you have the freedom to stay the same. You have the freedom to operate how you want to operate. You can do what you want to do, with knowingly or unknowingly. You know what I mean? Like you write the rules, baby. So I feel like just take the first step is you were given many opportunities to take the first step towards your light and ask for guidance. And you've seen this in your job, you've seen this in your relationships, you've seen this in your friendships, you've seen this in your life. Like you've seen where, is it lagging? Oh my gosh, I feel like it's lagging so bad. I hate that it's lagging. Let me know in the comments if it's lagging really bad. But like Aries, it's headed in. You can see the light of day at any given moment. Like it's, I'm hearing that song. I'm gonna leave it all up to you, girl. It's up to you. You know, you take the first step towards your light. That in the minute you find yourself in the unknown, you can ask for that guidance. You will be divinely guided. I don't know what's happening. Oh, it says I'm good. I don't know why it's lagging so much on my end. Let's get some clarifiers because y'all energy kind of feels like maybe you have like this woe of me, or like, oh, I'm danged if I do, danged if I don't, to the point where, you know, it's like I can be miserable internally, but that don't matter as long as externally it look like I'm not. Like, I don't know. It's giving that energy of like your new life, as well as you operating in your light, is just on the other side of like integrity, is on the other side of accepting like I can end this cycle I can end this vicious this cycle that I'm in right now and really step into a lot of boundless beauty. And like, I feel like you're pregnant with like so many ideas and so much like soft life stuff. But I feel like you may have a high pain tolerance. It gives like, well, I'm addicted to pain. Like, it's given like, yeah, like I have these codependencies. I have these choices that I know I should make. I have been afraid to make them because I'm afraid of the people I will lose. Like, I'm not ready to not be with these people for the sake of this version of myself that I know I truly want to operate as. I just felt like Aries, this retrograde really showed you like you're aware, and whether you choose left or right, red or green pill, you're gonna live and you're gonna learn. But there's so much light, there's so much life, there's so much completion, there's so much guidance, there's so many better options for you on the other side of this step that you're avoiding taking. Aries, get in with me. Y'all need a 30 for 30. Book it. Book, don't look. Grab that 30 for 30. Grab that 30 for 30. Okay? Because it's just giving like, you know, I need a little bit more belief in that version of myself because I'm not ready to make the switch. But are you entertaining the transformation, or are you just, you know, you comfortable with dancing in the shadows? It's whatever. It's whatever you can have whatever you like. You can co-create whatever experience that you like. Okay, so what archetype and prosperity message do we have for my fellow Aries? What do we have for my fellow Aries collective at this time? This post-retrograde clarity. What archetype are they stepping into? There's too many. Okay, the alchemist though. You do need to alchemize this energy. I'm not gonna yai. What archetype and prosperity mantra is here? Okay, y'all just doubling up. The chef and the musician. Cook that shit up, Quay. That's what it's giving. It's giving my bags flourish as I nourish my spirit, and I have an abundance of revenue generating ideas and creative inspiration. Like, you can, it's giving you really need to cook something new up. Like, whether that's in the kitchen or whether that's in the studio. You got some heat. You got some fire. Like, it's time to be the master of the emotions and not a slave to them. Because you might have just got run ragged these past few months, but you created it all. You did. It's time for you to cook something new up. Nourish yourself by way of eat. Like, okay, what you're digesting frequency wise and food wise impacts you. I feel like if you have a issue with getting a little one too many drinks, you might want to cut that out because you got some spirits that can consume you, that can just have a ball with you. Be mindful of your vices, whether it's an addiction to food, liquor, social drinking, social vibing, like whatever. Be mindful and cook something. You gonna step into it. You gonna cook something new up, and you're gonna thrive from your creative inspirations. Okay, you're gonna flourish and nourish. It's time for you to step in this energy of flourish and nourish, honey. Flourish and nourish, Aries. Okay, Aries. Okay, please book that 30 for 30 because good God. All right, I love y'all. Bye. Now we're moving on to Cancer. Wait, no, Taurus. Taurus. We're going to Taurus at 7414. Taurus. My Taurus Enchantress. My Taurus Enchantresses. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus. We halfway through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Taurus. Taurus. Y'all done got took down through there. Maybe life done took y'all through there. Why that energy come out? It gives fun. It gives 30, flirty, 30, and thriving energy, but it also gives, like it's a toss up between like, okay, this is some fun energy to entertain versus, okay, I might be just taking myself down through there. It's like, take me through there versus getting took down through there. And it's a difference. Don't let nobody lie to you and say it ain't no difference. It's a difference. Take me through there and getting took down through there. Two different experiences. So what's going on with my Taurus? You are not alone came out in freedom and worry. Ooh wee. You are not alone. I'm here with you. Okay. So what post retrograde clarity has been taught as well as integrated, is being integrated? The post retrograde clarity is here for my fellow Taurus. We had dreams and anger come out. I feel like it's been more. Oh my gosh, it came out again. You learned more so than anything at this time that you are not alone. You have mighty divine forces that are operating within this realm right next to you and through you, helping you out. You learn that you are not alone. Your community, your resources, your help, your village either showed up for you physically or in the non-physical, in a way in which you know now that nothing in life is happenstance, and you're never alone. You are not alone. Whether you've learned this through prayer and deepening your connection with God, whether you've learned this through physical growing of your village and community, it's a level of comfort, a level of joy, a level like it activated your light. You've been lit up through this realization. And I can honestly say your higher self wants to be used more. Your guidance system wants to be used more. Your ancestors want to be used more. Your angels want to be used more. You do not have to put all this on your back. You may feel like as you're carrying a heavy load, you're carrying a lot, you're dealing with a lot. I feel like a lot of your load can be lightened by way of who you decide to join on this ride, this thing called life with you. Some people you pick up and you carrying them whole time. You need someone to assist in carrying you. So if you have a person, a job, a place, a situation, a belief that weighs you down, or you have this warped perspective of like, I don't know, it gives this martyr energy. Like maybe you have this belief of like, you got to stay down for it, or like maybe somewhere deep down inside you feel like you're worthy of this treatment or lack thereof. You know what I mean? Like your ability to receive could be warped or wounded. It could be some wounded feminine energy, some mother wounds that you have here that kind of puts you, it puts you in this place of survival mode, or thinking you got to do it all by yourself. Like my throat started to tighten up. Like it's hard for you to ask for help. It's hard for you to say what you need. It's hard for you to be vulnerable. And that's what was required of you in this season, even if that means speaking the truth out loud to yourself about yourself. That can probably be the hardest things ever. And in doing so, you realize when I speak, someone is listening. An aspect of me is listening. Whether it's the aspect of me as my ancestors, whether it's the aspect of me as my higher self, whether it's the aspect of me as my inner child, somebody's listening, I'm being heard. And the minute I start speaking life and light, or seeking answers, solutions to my problems, I get results. You are not alone. Never has been and never will be. So how much more vulnerable are you going to allow yourself to be, Taurus, to continue to move through this energy? This felt like some very dense energy for you. You are a fixed sign. You can be naturally stubborn in your ways. And when things feel unfamiliar, you tend to run from them. Run from them in a way in which they start to just, like, the more you try to escape it, the more it just showed up in your life and made itself more visible to you. What oracle do we have for Taurus at this time? So this retrograde shows you a lot, revealed a lot to you, through you, through people, through jobs, through relationships. And if you find yourself physically being with someone, and at the end of the day or at the end of the night, or when you need that same said person the most, you find yourself handling it alone, going about it alone, emotionally alone, that person is weighing you down, and you're carrying them, opposed to them uplifting you and being a asset to your life. You have abundance coming out. Abundance. There's this level of overflow. There's this level of ease. There's this I feel like this emotional reserve within you, Taurus, that has been unmet for so long. Your ability to receive I feel like I want to say help, guidance, assistance. Is given this energy of like your ego or your stubbornness can be displayed through you just thinking you just know it all. Like you just know it all. Like you don't need nobody, can't nobody tell you nothing, you just know it all. Like that energy, that cycle has come to an end. I feel like something has broke you all down. Like you being broke down to be rebuilt. Like it's kind of like going from being a pick me to choosing yourself. The only reason why you beg anybody outside of you to pick you is because you ain't chose your damn self. The abundance comes the minute you in that cycle. Because the minute you choose you step into your power. You step into assessing this divine spiritual team that you have. You step into abundance. But this has been a vicious cycle, Taurus. One that has been disempowering, and if anything, probably has been impacting you financially. And so, clarity post retrograde and Saturn retrograde for you looks a lot like you choosing you in a path of least resistance that leads you to an abundance of emotional fulfillment, physical fulfillment, divine assistance and support in areas you need it most. Like you stop pinching yourself off from the flow Because right, I feel like pre this moment or this retrograde, Satoshi was like, you, in some ways, you have made your life harder than what it needed to be, and that's okay. But you have that awareness now, and it's giving this energy. Well, when you know better, you do better. You're ready for better. You're ready for better. What archetype and prosperity mantra? What archetype and prosperity mantra do we have for my fellow Taurus? What? Ooh, baby. We have the Conjurer. Ooh, Amber the Alchemist. Some of y'all might want to work with her. Her name is Amber the Conduit. She's right here on YouTube. Go to her page. Y'all should probably follow her. Maybe get a reading or do a session with her or receive like her frequency and her offerings. But you have the Conjurer. I release distractions and doubts. Oh my gosh. Because Taurus, I release distractions and doubts that send me veering from the path I co-create with my divine source. Is that what I just said? Oh my gosh. I release distractions and doubts because some of these people have just been distractions that further perpetuated these doubts and these beliefs that disempowered you, that had you still wanting to, like, yearning to be chosen by them the whole time. Their poor behaviors and their ways are showing you just how much you need to choose you over them. They're showing you how much, like, this is they're showing you their best. It's not going to get any better than what you've been shown. Okay, Taurus. So whether that's a job, whether that's a person, whatever, friendship, whatever, take it as it resonates. Leave what doesn't. But they have been distractions and perpetuating doubts about who you are. They've done their job well. They've done their job well, which is to disempower you and to siphon your power and your energy, to have you out here feeling like you are alone and in lack, when in all honesty, you are not alone and you are meant to live a very abundant and prosperous life. But these people, places, and things have been distractions to just further perpetuate that doubt that you have, because that work within you that you've been avoiding. You're the Conjurer. I feel like you need to put yourself under your own love spell, honey. Like, you need to do some self-love magic, some self-love work, some divine feminine healing, okay? You need your magic for you. Like, spiritual baddie activate type shit. We also had the author and the teacher. It's time for you to, write a new story and to lead a better life, like lead and to live it by example. I am the architect of my life, building a foundation of prosperity, joy, and meaningful connections. That's what it is. That's what's going on. That's your mantra. Okay, Taurus, like, this is heavy hitter. Like, this is specific. It's scarily specific for somebody out here. Every time I act beyond my ego, I nourish the humility of humanity. Yeah. You stop getting beside yourself and get inside yourself. Get inside your light. Get inside your light. You see how she's engulfed in her light? Get inside yourself. Stop being outside of yourself. Stop giving your power away to these people. Step out of this vicious cycle. Pick you. Pick you. Choose you and everything changes. Choose your power and everything changes. You witchy bitch. Like, get it together. Don't, Taurus, don't. I do have 30 for 30 readings, 30-minute sessions, $30. I am doing free readings tonight here on live. So if you tap in and you want to get one, just please let me know while I'm in between signs, and we're going to get you together. But okay, Taurus, you got work to do. Choose you. Choose you and everything changes. Choose you and everything changes, honey. I think we're officially halfway. Okay, we got Gemini up next. We got Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Dang, Taurus, y'all got a long reading. Cause we're like, I gave like 15-minute sessions to like every sign, real talk. But let me go get my charger right quick. Cause I don't want my phone in the house. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, Gemini. Gemini. Can't wait to be your bio. Okay, so Gemini, we're actually gonna start it. Okay, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. So I think we're gonna use a new deck for y'all as far as like a higher self. The higher self energy card is giving. Switch it up a bit. It's giving. It's giving this oracle. So my Geminis, my divine feminine in particular, my divine feminine Gemini has been out here good juju. I'm talking hoodoo down out here. I'm talking, yeah, you are everything that you think you are type of energy from my Gemini. The divine feminine energy within y'all is up there. It's up and it's stuck. Creating and moving and shaking and creating and promoting and doing and living and laughing. What's that Destiny Child song? It's off their Christmas album. You about to have a very Merry Christmas. I'll tell you that. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, Gemini. Okay, what message from your higher self? What African goddess is rising in Gemini? We have grief, working through grief. Grieving of that old self, I feel, has been like really visceral within the bodies of a lot of Geminis. Like, I'm talking, yeah, truth. I'm talking, y'all really, again, we have Oshun energy and then we have good juju again. So I'm talking to some high priestess, magical, divine feminine beings within the Gemini collective, honey. This Oshun and Marie Laveau, are you kidding me? Like, fearless self-love, good juju, standing in your truth. I'm talking Nine of Pentacles. I'm talking the juiciest, most richest, most abundant, most amazing. Like, girl, the Geminis is out doing a do. You doing a do. You out doing a doer. I'm out doing a do. I'm doing a do. Okay, Gemini. Yeah. Yes, I love this for you. Y'all energy feels very good, very flirty, very playful. Because it's like this embracement of like, baby, I can't do nothing but be me. Take me as I am or have nothing at all. Take it or fucking leave it. Take it or leave it. Integrating this truth, I'm talking radical, fearless self-love. I'm talking masterful embodiment, good juju, good, like this good juju that you got permeating through you right now. It's It's contagious. People want it. You may offer it as services. You may be of service. You may be, honey, just, I don't know. It's Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, like complete wish fulfillment. Like Abraham Hicks would say, oh, you're very much so in your vortex. Like you have arrived, honey. You have arrived, honey. You have walked away from any and everything that does not serve. And the magic, you are the magic. You are the magic, Gemini. You're quite literally the magic. I don't have anything else to say. This has probably been the most beautiful energy that I have channeled all freaking night. Like y'all's post retrograde energy, clarity, vibrational stance and embodiment. Top tier chef's kiss. Make sure you ain't giving everybody a slice of that apple pie, honey. And I'm also hearing like the Jeffersons moving on up. We finally got a piece of the pie. Don't let nobody come in and get a piece of that pie that they ain't help you bake, honey. Don't let nobody come in and feed off of this beautiful energy. Don't get it fucked up. It is you. It is you. It is you. This all you, baby. This is all you. Temper this energy. Temper it. Ration it out. Indulge and engage in yourself. Keep doing your rituals. Keep doing your rituals. Keep feeding your altars. You are the altar. Like, keep up the good work. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. And fearlessly love, radically love. Like, keep it up. This truth, this authentic vibration, this frequency that you're in. What's understood don't have to be explained. You're moving towards. I don't even want to say like you shifted timelines, you shifted identities. Now hit the ground running. Do everything that you've been saying you want to do. Put it out there. They're gonna love you. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love your music. They're gonna love your offers. They're gonna love your class. They're gonna love your teachings. They're gonna love your lives. They're gonna love your engagement. They're gonna love you. They're gonna love you. Let them Oh my gosh. I feel like, baby, I'm back. This is gonna be long. It took me some time. But I feel like our reading was longer than 4 minutes, Gemini, but maybe it wasn't. Y'all's energy was good. Do I have, oh, let me finish it. Let me finish Gemini. Oh, y'all gotta sit through some patience. Patience and perseverance, but y'all's energy is really good. So what archetype and prosperity mantra do we have for my fellow Gemini collectives? The astrologer. Continue to use it as a tool. I do feel that spirit, like astrology is a system, and it's a system that works for you, Gemini. So lean into the transits, lean into, like, okay, this is what's going on with the moon. This is where Mercury is, which is the ruler of Gemini and Virgo. If you're a Gemini rising or Virgo rising, that's your chart ruler. So be mindful of where Mercury is. And it says, as the astrologer, your prosperity mantra is, I am a conversation with the universe. I am a conversation with the universe. My desires are constantly being communicated and understood. Please know that what you're signaling out is like you're literally on the path of least resistance. I don't feel any resistance in your field, and your desires are being emitted from you clearly and magnetized into your reality easily. You are a conversation with the universe. Your desires are constantly being communicated and understood. Please know that, Gemini. Your desires are constantly being communicated and understood. I am a conversation with the universe. You is, you are, you tapped into it and turned on. Stay there. You going places. You going places, mama. Okay? Don't let nobody tell you different. All right, next up we got Cancer. We have Cancer. I know what to do when I get knocked off now. Like, y'all's energy was high when I was channeling for y'all in Taurus. You and Taurus both knocked me off. So you could know a Taurus, be intertwined with one. Like, y'all's energy, these readings really hit for y'all. Like, these are specific to y'all. So take heed to them. And again, 30 for 30s. Take advantage of that. Like, I wholeheartedly feel it will serve you. So Cancer gang, we're going to start at 111. Okay. Well, maybe we just write at it because I don't think it's gonna take me that much time. So, dang, I've been on here an hour and 40 minutes already. Doesn't even feel that way. We do want to start off. Let's go ahead and start pre-shuffling for Cancer because I feel like Cancer is going through a lot of changes. A lot of changes. Been wading in them waters, honey. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I'm a Cancer Moon, and my brother is a Cancer Sun, and he's here visiting me right now. So, shout out to my fellow Cancer Moons, my Cancer Suns, my Cancer Risings, Venus, North Node, wherever. Let's get a message from your higher self. What have Mercury and Saturn retrograde? What lessons have you learned? What lessons were being taught? What wisdom is being integrated? What message from your higher self is here at this time for my fellow Cancers? You are what you say you are, a superstar. If you have no fear, the crowd is here and the lights are on and they wanna know. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a lot. We got fear, worthiness, and forgiveness. It feels deep. Let me go deep, deep, deep. Okay. Worthiness. Worthiness has been the name of the game. The main thing been staying the main thing. I feel like lessons throughout this season have been reflecting back to you your worth, your lack of, or your abundance of like self-worth? Like, do you feel you are worthy of more? Do you feel you are deserving of it? Like, are you worthy of a life of you? Are you worthy of this type of partner? Like, your self-worth has been reflected in your decision making. And sometimes it's that moment where you realize, like, I deserve better. Like, I deserve to be a better version of myself. I deserve a better life. Like, I deserve better. I'm worthy of so much more. I can create so much more. I can do so much more. I am worthy of so much more than what I'm operating in. A lot of fear-based thinking has infused your world with circumstances. It's been circumstances that were reverberating back to you just how afraid of your power you are. I feel like you have been and or are working through shame, any shame that might have presented itself. Forgiving yourself for the things that you've said, the way that you showed up, the way that you've treated yourself, the way that you've treated others, the way that you have handled situations, the way that you have, I feel like sometimes, like, the hardest thing to do is walk away, especially when you find yourself in friendships or relationship dynamics that don't appreciate or value you. And it's like, I know my worth. And although I might be afraid to go about this next journey alone, or to start over in this new city, or to start over in this new place, or to start over in my career, whatever the case may be, I may be afraid, but I'm willing to receive the lessons and the blessings of this said moment and chapter and move forward, forgiving myself for overstaying, as well as for whatever ways and behaviors, thoughts and ideas and beliefs that I operated from when I was operating from a place of fear, or when I was operating from a place of anger, or when I was operating from a place of having low self-worth. Like, it's a both and, not a either or. Like, I can still be afraid and move forward just as well as, like, I can forgive you, but I also know my worth. Like, you a lover and a leaver. Like, I love myself enough to leave this city, to leave this mindset, to leave this relationship, to leave. I don't know why I keep getting knocked off, but I'm only getting knocked off as I'm moving through, like, these specific energies. I'm just grateful I know how to come right back. And that kind of is like, I feel like that's a testament to how you are, Cancer. Like, life might knock you down, but, like, I'm getting back up faster, and I'm swinging back at it harder, because I know I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table, and I know the minute I step outside of my fear, I'm a force to be reckoned with. So it's like this inner dialogue of, like, I forgive myself for the moments that I played small, and I forgive myself for the moments where I just showed up and I just ain't have the best of me to give. Like, but it's also a message of, like, I can open my heart and forgive others for things that they have said and done to me as well, for transgressions alike, because you're not perfect. It's like, I'm not perfect, and I don't require perfect people, but I'm going to be purposeful moving forward. And I'm gonna make decisions not from a place of fear. Fear can still be there, but I'm gonna make decisions now based off this newfound level of self-worth, this newfound level of self-love, this newfound level of divine embodiment of my truth in whichever way it serves me, in whichever way it looks like for me, Kudos to you, Cancer. Let's get an oracle. Let's get an oracle. When I get off here, y'all, I think I'm gonna get on TikTok and do the personals over there. So, okay, what message do we have? What clarifiers we have for Cancer? We have gratitude, thankful. Like, you might be afraid of what's up ahead, but baby, you grateful. It's like, ain't no feeling like being free. Oh, intuition is loud. I got faith in intuition. You know that ARIES song, headed in the right direction. I can see the light of day. I have like faith. She'll say, I have faith in intuition. I have, my guidance system letting me know I'm gonna be okay. But like your intuition and gratitude, thankful for everything that has happened, thankful for everything that is currently happening, and thankful for everything that is on its way. Because I can trust my intuition. I've learned the lessons of self-worth. I've learned more about fear. Fear can be computer. But most of all, I can forgive. I can let go and let God. I know how to let God be God and trust myself to make the best decision. Like I can grow from this. Like forgiveness is your biggest catalyst right now. You want to shift timelines, you want to shift your life, forgive. You've already been forgiven. Forgive as God does. Don't let your ego, and in this cycle, it's the end of the cycle. Okay. Y'all seen that. Don't fight tooth and nail for your ego to justify your ego in the cycle. Forgive as God does. Operate with fear, but most of all, you've learned your self-worth. And sometimes people show you their value on you so that you can see your value of you. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes people's lack of value on you in their life shows you just how much you value yourself. Am I going to stay around and stay in environments, or am I going to stay in environments where I'm tolerated and not celebrated? Because if I do, that says a lot about me. That says a lot about me. And that's what you're learning right now. Gratefulness, making gratitude lists not only will help you move out of fear on a continuous basis and a moment to moment basis, but it gratitude and forgiveness are both catalysts towards growth right now. Completions of a cycle. Do you see, like, this is one of the same, outside and inside, like you ending a way of being, a way of operating. That is, you're trusting your intuition, you're allowing this newfound level of self-worth to be embodied, and you know how to operate within fear. But most of all, you know the power of forgiveness and gratitude. You are currently learning. You will see shifts within and without, and you will start to attract more reasons to be grateful, and you will start to align with people who forgive how God does, because that's what you're learning to do. Because you've always, like, forgive yourself, because I feel like it's the same things you mad at that you do it too. Like, it's almost like you point one finger, you got three pointed back at you type energy. So yeah. What archetype and prosperity mantra do we have for my fellow Cancer? What archetype are my fellow Cancers? As well as prosperity mantra. Oh my goodness, too many. Okay, we got motion designer. Okay, you got motion. You got motion. You got motion, honey. So whenever think that you don't, things are in motion, you got options. Okay, so what is that came out? Did that flip over again? I think it did. It did. So we're gonna go with that. The motion designer. I don't chase the bag flows to me. Oh my gosh. You don't chase the bag flows to me. The motion designer. Are you kidding me? Are you dumb? Is you cool? Like, you the motion designer. Like, you the one with the motion. You the one that, like, baby, I don't chase the bag flows to me. Like, and sometimes it's like, hey, put some respect on my name. Okay, Cancer? Like, I feel like that's the chapter in you, and like, you're not afraid of your power anymore. And you telling folks like, hey, put some respect on my name. Like, for real, for real. I don't chase the bag flows to me. And you know this because your emotional reserve is now clearer because you know how to use the tools of gratitude and forgiveness to keep your reserve, your pipeline, but most of all, your heart light as a feather, baby. Light as a feather. Forgiveness and gratitude are catalysts to great growth right now for you as you end this cycle and really step into more magnetism, because sometimes your magnetism is tampered with by way of believing projections and or words or thoughts and interpreting thoughts and in reading microaggressions, like things like this, like nuance. I feel like you operate through a lot of nuance, things that aren't spoken but are felt. And sometimes you call people out on feelings that they aren't conscious of based on behaviors that they embody that they're not aware of. So sometimes you are the most sentient being in the equation that is like, okay, you saying this, but I'm feeling that. Passive aggression type of energy. And it's just like, hold on, like, be slow to anger, quick to forgive, because it keeps you in growth and gratitude, and it keeps you in a place of magnetism where you don't chase the bag flows to you. And that's on period. Again, 30 for 30s is going up, Cancer. Get in with me and grab you a personal session, because I feel like that right there, pieces is head. Okay, we're gonna get to Leo. I'm trying to see now if I should finish this on. It may not glitch anymore. I probably can finish it out on my phone. Okay, Leo. I'm headed towards the African Goddess Rising deck again. Leo, we're starting Leo at 1. Okay. Okay, Leo. Okay, we're gonna do the higher self oracle. Shout out to my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Ooh, take the first step, flew out. Oh my gosh, failure flew out. Like, oh my gosh, somebody, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it kept coming out again. Oh. No, this is it. Like, these two cards came out double, triple times. Like, okay, your energy is giving I said what I said. This energy of like failing forward. I don't know if like in your mind you've been kind of looking at the world through these especially while we were experiencing these harsh transits, Leo. I feel like maybe some days it was just one of them days that a girl goes through when I'm angry inside. You just was having some of them days sometime where it was just like, you know what? Life is, like, we have moments where we have to just like stop, breathe. Sometimes we gotta breathe, straight, shake, let it go. Okay, Leo, like sometimes we just gotta breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. And that's fine. Long as you do exactly that. You breathe. Leo, I just keep getting knocked off and I wanted to get back on with my laptop, but hey, obviously I cannot. So yeah. Let me get back into it. Where did I leave off? Because, honey, breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. That's the process. Breathe through it. Stretch, move it through the body because I feel like you're actively expanding, especially right now. Like you're going through a physical expansion in conscious, like wealth consciousness, just consciousness in general, like being more conscious. Like I am truly the co-creator of my life. Like what I believe, what I think, what I speak, what I feel is what I will attract. Okay, and your perspective of failure has been shifting as you've been going through this breathe, stretch, shake, let it go process. Because once you breathe, you take a moment, you pause, you breathe, you stretch your mind, you stretch your perspective. You ask yourself, okay, what is this teaching me? What is this showing me about me? What am I learning right now? Okay, shake somatics. I'm talking to a somatic Leo queen right now. Shake it off. Shake it, shake it, shake it, beat it, tap it, like move it through the body. Let it go. Let the moment pass. Let the clarity come forward. Allow yourself to be realigned from, okay, well, now that I'm aware, this is what I command. This is what I now seek. This is now the timeline that I'm on. Boom, let it go. Like, so alchemizing failure, alchemizing the mental perspective that you have on failure. Like you probably learned throughout this retrograde, like, hey, when things don't go right, that means not right now. It doesn't mean it's a bad idea. It doesn't mean I'm failing at it. It just means that this pause right now, this delay right now is sacred. It's refining. So you're using failure, what other people would perceive to be failure or failing forward or not getting it together, your mindset is like, oh no, like this is being refined. I'm cutting the fat, I'm trimming the fat, I'm getting clearer. So I know what next step to take. Your dreams tell you everything. Trust the messages in your dreams. Trust the guidance. You be doing a lot of work in the astrals, baby. Okay, big Leo, y'all be doing a lot of work in the astrals, okay? Your dreams are they telling you something. You learn a lot. The dreams be dreaming. You be knowing what you be knowing. You get the signals. You see it clearly. You do the things. Like, you are a seer, mama. You are a seer. Your spiritual team gives you the warnings, give you the insight. You know what to do and how to do it. If you seen it in your dreams, like you are tuned to the timeline in your dreams. You do a lot of work in your dreams. So hey, your higher self communicates with you effectively through your dreams. So you've learned and are doing a lot. Like, I really love this energy, Leo. What we have harvest. Honey, harvest. I feel like you can handle more. Oh my gosh, we have harvest and shine. Big Leo energy. Big Leo energy right now. You can handle more. Tell yourself, I can handle this new level of wealth. I can handle this new level of responsibility. Maybe you kind of have this unconscious belief that more money, more problems. And it's like, only if I say so. It could be more money, more magic, honey. You feel what I'm saying? But be mindful of any unconscious beliefs that you have in your regards to your ability to nurture, to multiply, and to sustain this newfound level of harvest. Like this shine, ooh, a lot of earth energy around you right now. Mama Jumbo, like we have a lot of earth energy. Tree hugger Leos right here. Some abundant Leos right here, like which your energy, your light, your light is very magnetizing. It's very abundant. It's like you are the money, like you're creating it. Like you have like a stream of wealth that you've tapped into, and it's like you may be just pinching off of it, but it's like the minute you proclaim that you're ready for more and you can handle more will be bestowed. Like, to whom much is given, much is required, but heavy is also the head that wears the crown. Like, you can handle it. Not everybody can handle the level of responsibility that financial freedom bestows, but you can. Like, you know what to do with it. You trust yourself. Trust yourself with more, because you are ready and you are worthy, and it's here. It's in your field. You could be dreaming about it, honey. Other people could also be seeing you in their dreams in your highest self form. You feel me? Like, folks be knowing a little bit of what would be going on. You know, so don't be surprised if people come up to you and be like, I seen you in my dream and you was this, and you had that. Yeah. King of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Like, you balancing this newfound wealth, balancing this newfound responsibility of what it means to be this wealthy. Like, start affirming, I'm a millionaire. Start affirming, like, speaking it into existence and expanding. Breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. Like, expand your somatically, physically, right here, right now. Yes. Yes. Do that. Yes. Nurture that. Handle that. Heal that smallness within so you can feel that bigness without, okay? Feel bigger. Expect more. Do more. Be more. Like, in that energy of, like, infinites. Like, I'm infinitely connected to source. I have infinite resources. Balancing this overstanding consciously, and integrating it physically. Okay, Leo? So what archetype and prosperity mantra do we have for my fellow Leos right now? I have too many. That's too many. Give me one card. What archetype and prosperity mantra do we have for my fellow Leos at this time? The investor. I have a balanced and mutually beneficial relationship with money. You have an investor here. Here. Oh, wow. I have a balanced and mutually beneficial relationship with money. It's mutual. The investor needs you just as much as you need them. It is a mutually beneficial relationship. It is balanced. Trust it. Trust yourself with more. And the witch, girl, you done manifested this. As I tap into my inner knowing, I attract prosperous opportunities that align perfectly with my desires. Girl, honey, you are the also that work. Your work is working. Work. Girl, your work done worked, honey. It's like, I can pinch at it. I can pinch at it. No, you want the whole loaf, not the breadcrumbs. As I tap into my inner knowing, I attract prosperous opportunities that align perfectly. You have attracted a perfectly aligned opportunity that goes hand in hand with your desires, and it is a mutually beneficial relationship between you and this said angel investor, honey. Scared money don't make no money. Don't be scared of it. You want the whole loaf, or you just want the breadcrumbs. You feel me? Harvest and shine. Shine and harvest is here. It's literally like you have the funding for your dreams to live your dream. Live it, do it. You asked for like girl. You asked for like this is what you wanted. This is the path of least resistance. You got it. Like okay, it's like asking it is given. It's been given. Now what you gonna do with it? Big Leo, I love you for your energy. 30 for 30s are going up and out right now. But that is your post retrograde clarity message, your prosperity mantra, and your archetype. I appreciate y'all energy. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Come back sometime soon, honey. Y'all can come over to the crib any day. Okay. We're winding down to just Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. Bitch you. Bitch you. All right, Virgo. I just heard clear as day. Don't piss me off. Like I just who made me pick up this deck? That's crazy work. Okay. You might be using you got some wisdom. The wisdom oracle. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node. I'm really starting at 126. I think I was already in y'all's energy. Yeah, Virgo. Okay. Okay. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. You have arrived to the timeline of milk and I don't know. I feel like are you questioning? No, I feel like it's you. I feel like other people's are saying, why her? Or also this energy of like, what's my why? Now that I have landed, trusting your higher power. Okay. Okay, Virgo. Because let me tell y'all a little story. Just the other day, I was sitting in my home and a rainbow came through my apartment. A rainbow was shining bright in my home. So when I tell you we have landed on this timeline of milk and honey, I mean it. I'm going to read it. I haven't read not one card. And guess what, y'all? This is card number 51. I just opened up to card 50, like one page behind it. Like, the pieces is finna hit. Go ahead, sit back. The taste of prosperity. Opportunities born of authenticity. Nurturing abundance. Trusting that your needs will be met. If this ain't me right now, when I say to the T, the Oracle's message. You've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. Relationship message. Sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, a love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. Just getting knocked off live has never happened to me as often as it is happening, but we still working through this Mercury retrograde energy, y'all. Prosperity message. There is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Be open to them. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. I get what I ask. I get what I want. I get what I ask. Protection message. A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in a moment, but only fleetingly. Before the feelings return and you need to re up until you're exhausted. Feeling worse than before, you may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. You are so loved, so cared for. Feel free, feel love and compassion for yourself, Virgo. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now in this timeline of milk and honey. You are operating as your higher self authentically. Your higher power is alive and well. I'm not gonna hold you, Virgo. I feel like these two other cards, as well as I just gotta we just gotta keep, let's just finish reading these because they're just hitting right now. We have why. Motives, your motives that are driving intention, the power of knowing the why. Virgo, there is great power in understanding your motives right now. And the oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. So why may be a good question to ask and answer from your inner self so that you can be a magnet for miracles. Why am I behaving in this way? Why am I making this choice? Why am I looking for this answer? Why am I asking this question? It also puts you in the space of being the observer, so you can get clear on who am I identifying as. Well, why am I asking this? Am I asking this because I have it, or am I asking this because I don't have it? And if I had it, would I be asking this? And if it was true for me now, would I be inquiring about this? You know what I'm saying? Like it's your why will continue to anchor you into the version of yourself that aligns with this milk and honey timeline. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today. Why? Prosperity message. Knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by a desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money, acquire things, save for the future, or all of these? No motive is good or bad, but having agendas hidden from yourself will lead to disappointment and possibly failure. Be clear about why you want the things you do. If the motives are true, accept them. If they are not, change them so you can step into your extraordinary life. In higher power, conscious contact with Virgo, this energy, like maybe should we be done? Read these three. We're just going to get your prosperity mantra because I feel like the oracle has spoken. Higher power, conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit, committing to a partnership with spirit. So y'all be having y'all reading more different than any other reading I've given this whole time, like this whole night. Totally different style, totally different messages, totally different frequency. Like this card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. Virgo, at this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Ooh, as a Virgo rising, I'm taking notes right now. Then get out of your foster this connection to spirit through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? And how can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there's a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. Relationship message. It's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. Prosperity message. Sometimes your work just flows through you. Ideas come rushing in and inspiration bubbles up from a wellspring you didn't even know you could access. When you enter agreements, begin projects, and negotiate deals with spirit as your partner, you will always succeed. Let your higher power lead. The synchronicities and intuitive nudges you feel will help you see which way you are being pointed, giving you confidence to move forward in the right direction. Don't forget to give credit where it's due. You wouldn't be a success without Spirit's guidance. Humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. Like, it's given, yes, you can. Give me 1 second. Virgo is really given, like, again, you wouldn't be a success without Spirit's guidance. Humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. Like, I tell myself, all like, baby, it's not even me. This is all God. This is all God, not man. Like, I operate from a higher awareness and communication with Spirit operating through me. Like, I can't even take credit for showing up for y'all right here, not this way. Like, I'm allowing myself to be used as a vessel. And so I feel like also that's why this Virgo channeling is like so hard, so detailed, and so high vibrational. And it's very confirming. Protection messages. Now is the time to examine what you are giving energy and attention to in the back of your mind. If you're obsessing about being right, about old resentments or failed expectations, about money, or about people, places, or things, these will be the source from which you create. But you want spirit to be your source. Oh my God. Mm. Virgo, this is real. Take your heart, take heart, for your higher power will never desert you and is always waiting for you to remember the sacred relationship you share. Turn away from other sources of power that don't serve your highest good. Don't worship the problem, honey. Don't worship the problem through worrying. Spirit is your source. Spirit is the source behind every person, place, money, thing, object, whatever. There is no greater source than spirit. Oh my gosh, we know this, but sometimes we need to be reminded there is no greater source than spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will be taken care of. You are in good hands. And give it to God. Let God be God. I know that's right. Amen. And let the church say amen. I needed to be read like this, honey. I did. Shout out to all the Virgo rising. Shout out to my Virgos. Like, Get it, got it good. No complaints. Okay. Do we even need let's get you a archetype and a prosperity message, honey. We have the roadie with prosperity message and archetype. Is Virgo stepping into similar to Cancer, same as Cancer. Got motion, baby. I don't chase the bag flows to me. The motion designer. You create your own motion. I keep wanting to hear, we about to make a motion picture. Baby, once you take it all out for me. Okay, the motion designer. Like, you create your own wave. Like, you are the, like, I listen. Put motion into your creative ideas to support causes you believe in. Your creative skills can be leveraged to communicate impactful message, raise awareness about your community's challenges, and inspire positive change. Embrace experimentation and innovation. You can push boundaries, explore new techniques, and encourage unconventional ideas. Put your aspirations into motion by exploring your goals and desires through visual representation. You can create a digital vision board, edit clips that serve as a reel of your life, animate your goals in some way. This will help clarify your vision, boost motivation, and further ignite the law of attraction. Here's a writing prompt for my Virgos. See, y'all not afraid of the work, and y'all always want some homework. Y'all always want homework. Like, okay, you got some homework. The only sign that has homework. How your journal prompt? How can I release beliefs rooted in scarcity and embrace a perspective in the abundance that flows naturally to me? Cancer, this is y'all's too, because Cancer has motion designer. Yeah. How can you release beliefs rooted in scarcity? Scarcity? Are you a scaredy cat? How can you release beliefs rooted in scarcity and embrace a perspective in the abundance that flows naturally to you? Abundance flows naturally to you. How can you embrace this perspective and release beliefs rooted in scarcity? Because you're innovative. Put it in motion. It's, you don't have nothing to compare it to because you the blueprint. It ain't never been done before, and it can only get done how you do it. Like, duh. Okay, Virgo, that was a long reading. Libra, you're welcome. 30 for 30. Go to the community post, the description below, all of that. Okay, I'm finna do your reading before I get into Libra. So, what's your name? What's your sign? And what's the topic? So, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I see line though. Bata. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Give me a sun sign, or I'll just read based off what you said. I feel so tired or drained every time I try to read my Bible and can't remember scripture, and most of the time don't feel in the mood to talk to God. I don't know what to do. That fatigue you feel the minute you open the Bible is your way of yourself communicating to you that this is not your medium. Are you a Christian, or was this belief passed down to you and you've taken it on as your own? When you start to feel tired and drained every time you try to read it, that means that what you are trying to force yourself to digest is not the medium in which that best serves you. And most of the time, you don't feel in the mood to talk to God where you are God. So when you are talking to yourself, who do you think is listening? Okay. Well, if that is your religious belief system of choice, Sagittarius season might be asking you to explore other religions, to explore other systems, explore this medium through another route or lens. Maybe picking up the Bible isn't the first line of contact that you need to have with getting closer to God. Truthfully speaking, every conversation that you have within is that of God. Now, as a Christian, I do, if I'm not mistaken, scripture does say that he who is within me is of a greater power. So God is within. Your first contact with God is the moment you wake up and you breathe breath into your body. The first murmur of the word thank you. That's you talking to God. So not being in the mood to talk to God, your perspective, your definition of who God is and where your God resides could be moggled with understandings and beliefs that again need to be clarified or are not of your own. So maybe you should define who God is and where God resides. So therefore your relationship with God will feel authentic, easeful, delightful, and of course of unconditional love. Start there and develop that relationship based off of that clarity and see what medium of getting better to know how to operate from that God state within shows up for you. You might be led to a YouTuber. You might be led to Christian-based yoga. You might be led to other systems. You might be led to a teacher of some sort. But I would just say that defining who God is and where God resides within you and your relationship to that said God will help you align and attune yourself to the best medium of deepening that understanding within. Because God isn't above, he isn't below, or he or she or it, spirit, whatever you want to identify your higher power as, is in here, is within you. If you choose to take that on as a belief and create life based off of that understanding, know that what you're seeking is also seeking you. But the Bible just may not be your starting point. Start with who is God, where is God, how do I connect to God? Ask yourself those questions. Allow the answers to be given to you in various limitless, boundless forms and people and places and things. And if God is love, and if God is light, and if God is in any and everything, I'm pretty sure the medium that best serves you will appear quickly, and it will come in a form in which will be undeniable. Okay, you will know, because it will do the opposite of drain you. It will empower, it will uplift, it will fuel you. Okay, so let's see what your higher self has to say in regards to this manner. Manifest your relationship. Like, you see how in this card she's holding this light. You see how she's consciously creating. She's consciously co-creating. She is awake. She's aware of her power from within. She's actively co-conspiring with God to speak, think, and feel and embody God in a way in which she aligns to the very said thing, experience that she is desiring to have in her physical realm. It's this warning also too. If you say you're confused, or if you say you're not in the mood, or if you say, like, what spirits are you inviting in on your journey? Are you inviting the spirit of skepticism? Are you inviting the spirit of lack? Are you inviting the spirit of victimhood? Are you inviting the spirit of, I can't get this right? Are you inviting the spirit of defeat? What spirits are you inviting in on your journey with you as you explore who and what and where God is to you right now? Be mindful of what you're projecting onto this experience, because you are stepping into the unknown, and you are opening yourself up to a newfound level of awareness that could and should and possibly will be operating on an octave higher than a biblical medium. Okay? The Bible was written by many men, and there are many versions of this said book, and it has been proven that said chapters and things have been omitted on purpose. So maybe your soul is too big, your spirit is too big, and it's so ancient and it's so old that your relationship with the Bible is beneath you. Maybe you know more and have lived more and have more wisdom attained in that version of yourself, in which the Bible will be a good guide if and when, but it's obviously not the trigger. Maybe I'm the trigger. Maybe I'm the catalyst. Maybe right now these said words are enlightening you to understanding. Maybe you're being activated right now to step into a newfound level of remembrance. Remember who you are, why you came, and what you brought with you to this lifetime. Remember. Maybe your medium of remembering does not go through the Bible. It goes through the heart, it goes through the mind, it goes through the spirit, it goes through the tongue. Okay? You're manifesting. We manifest, like, you're on the right path. You can never not manifest. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your energy, your emotions, they're all creating. They are all creating, consciously or unconsciously. You can manifest consciously, like the card said, or you can continue to manifest unconsciously, and inviting these spirits of confusion, inviting these spirits of lack of clarity if you want to. But the Bible may not be your medium. Again, define who, what, where. Who God is, what God is, and where God resides within you. And I can guarantee you the answers you are seeking are also seeking you, and you will find them, and they will find you. Okay? Appreciate your energy and trusting me with it. And I'm currently doing a 30 for 30, a 30-minute reading for $30. If you go over to the community post, you will find it. And you can fill out that survey. And you can get a 30 minutes private link, a 30-minute live session, or a 30-minute audio message sent directly to you. How do you want it? How do you need it? What's your name, by the way? Thank you for trusting me with your energy. Your oracle has been delivered. Thank you. You as well. Powerful. Step into it. Okay, Libra. Not last but not least, next to the last and least, Libra and Scorpio. Then I'm getting off it. I'm going on to TikTok, maybe at 9:30. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Back to reality. Okay, Libra. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What Mercury retrograde lesson have you learned? What clarity is here for you, and what archetype are you stepping into, honey? All right, Libra, what lesson was learned during Mercury and Saturn being retrograde for you? What energy is being integrated? Pray. Prayer. You've been getting turned into a prayer warrior. Do you have a prayer closet? You've learned to pray. You've had moments of prayer that have shifted, like, yeah, or this is a tool. You got back to using this as your tool. You pulled this tool out of your bag. You pulled it out of your bag. You got back into that spiritual bag and developed trust within your higher power enough to surrender to the act of praying, of professing with the tongue. This is this is what I need. This is what's going on. This is what it is. This transformation at a cellular level is happening. I feel like you have been speaking to ancestors, angels, those that have crossed over. You could be seeing a lot of feathers. Trust that they hear you. Trust that they are with you. What's at the top of the deck, Libra? Going with the flow. I'm feeling and sensing like this Medea energy. Like you have a deer, mother dearest, mommy dear, like this energy of in the ethers around you. Could be seeing this person in your dreams. You could be asking for this person to come visit you in your dreams. You could be praying for them, praying for their healing. As you pray for their healing and their journey on the other side, you're transforming within yourself at a cellular level because you are an extension of them. Okay, the more you pray for them, you kind of initiating your own spiritual awakening right now. Get grounded, empath, highly sensitive, connect to nature. Yeah, grounding yourself serves you. Staying grounded, being mindful of absorbing external energies. You work your light better by honoring the fact that you are sensitive. You are in a sensitive point in your journey and in life, and boundaries with yourself, with your emotions, with people, with others. It's probably like your best way in which you can be of service to yourself. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change. This is what you're working through now. What needs to change that further anchors you in transforming your identity right now. At a cellular level, deep healing is happening, Libra. Especially as you pray for the answers, as you pray for clarity, as you again profess with the tongue. This is what I need. This is what I want. This is who I am. This is what's bothering me. This is what's holding me. Like letting it out, speaking it. Ooh, praying aloud, grounding your energy, making sure you're not absorbing too much, but this prayer warrior that has been activated in you, it is igniting your ability to trust in a higher power to now create better boundaries that align with this version of yourself, and to be willing to pick up the pieces, realign your life, restructuring your life. What is not aligned and needs to change, you're willing to trust in the process and let it go. It's a major let go and let God energy with this deep healing. I feel like it's like a reckoning of some sorts. Like, you know what? Life ain't gotta be this damn hard. I'm gonna pray for better days. I'm gonna pray for myself. Maybe made the decision. I'm gonna pray myself through this, and be led to the best resources, the best person, the best people, the best relationship, the best job. Like this energy of like, I'm gonna go to my roots and what I know has always served me. And you know that when you pray, you get answers. You're like this, and I can pray down. When I pray, God hears me. When I pray, my angels hear me. When I pray, my team delivers. And you're willing to listen. You're willing to be led. You're willing to build on solid ground. You're willing to operate in alignment with wishes being fulfilled and a better foundation for your life to be established. Everything ain't for everybody to know right now. Justice, I feel like that you may be, yeah, you at a point where you tapping into that deep inner reserve of strength, aware of how, again, this is y'all energy coming out of reverse. Like, life has not been fair. Some things have not been fair, but that doesn't mean that all things will be that way. That doesn't mean that wish fulfillment. That doesn't mean that this level of stability and prosperity that I know I desire and that I have the ability to call in. It don't mean that it's far and few. It just means that I need to tap in and align and make some changes and have better boundaries within myself and ground myself so that I can be a conduit for all this change that I'm seeking, for this transformation to stick and to land. You know? Knock, knock, knock. Stop knocking. Don't come knocking at my door. Don't come knocking at my door. You know? There's some, it's like I'm worthy of better, but maybe I need to do better so I can see better. Maybe the change in which maybe I need to be the change in which I want to see. Like, the change begins within, and this is something that through prayer and through trust that you've been transformed. I'm telling you, some of y'all been praying for people on the other side, and they're healing, which is also healing you, because you're being opened up. It's like a, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you have triggered your own spiritual awakening or a spiritual ascension through prayer and trust. And now it's like, okay, this is how you work this light. This is how you sustain this newfound level of conscious awareness, uh, like made manifest within you. Like, okay, what's not aligned? What needs to change? Like, you ready for it? Okay, well, where do I need to establish better boundaries so that I can sustain this? You know what I mean? You ready for it? Like, okay, what's my ritual? How am I taking care of myself? Am I grounding myself? Am I staying connected to nature? I'm aware that I'm an empath, and I'm aware that I'm highly sensitive, especially right now. What am I doing to make sure that I am in support of my own transformation, not being um and not being what's that word I'm looking for? Ooh, and not being in this self-sabotaging energy of 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 accepting defeat before I even start. You feel me? So Libra got the Queen of Pentacles energy at the bottom of the deck. Like, how can you nurture? And it's like you come out victorious at this time. A lot of healing is happening within. I'm talking about deep healing is happening. A successful completion, like of a very hard cycle. It's like the only way to it is through it. And this is something that you used to avoid, and now you're ready for the work. What archetype and prosperity mantra is here to support Libra at this time? What archetype and prosperity mantra is here to support Libra at this time? I think every sign has got like a 10-minute reading. Some people have got like 15 or 20. Wasn't expecting to do that. Every little step I take. I am blessed and highly moisturized. No more ashy aura for you. You have the loctician. Maybe this is a service you want to provide or was thinking of getting. Um, let's read this archetype, because this is the energy of the loctician. Okay, I am blessed and highly moisturized. No more ashy aura. Okay. It gotta be this one in. That's funny. I am blessed and highly moisturized. I know this right. Remain patient and dedicated to your pursuit of prosperity. Just as it takes time to create beautiful locks, achieving your goals may require perseverance and commitment. Very key for you, Libras. When establishing locks, one must focus on the details of every step of their journey. Treat the small details like boundaries and, hey, what the small changes can create big shifts. Okay. Treat the small details of your goals with great care, ensuring they are strategic and well thought out. Lastly, beginning a lock journey is often rooted in both spirit and aesthetic. Consider the interplay between your material wealth and your spiritual well being for a strong foundation of fulfillment and prosperity. Here's a prompt for you, writing prompts for you. What does being blessed mean to you? Take a moment to explore the various aspects of your life that you consider blessings. Okay, lucky Libra. Okay, y'all's energy felt very open. Like, I surrender all. Yeah, very much so. Like, some of y'all grew up in the church and you need to go back to church. You need to go to church more, whichever your church is. Maybe, Muslim background, maybe, Christian, maybe non-denominational. May the word of God be for the blessing of the people energy. Y'all got some good, y'all need a good word spoken to you often, honey. Okay, Libra, like, getting back to the roots, getting back to your roots. Let's take it back to church. Like, you like a good spiritual routine, prayer and church, honey. Y'all need to go ahead and pick out y'all pew or get y'all online membership or however church looks like for you. Join that small group. Join them small groups that be at Church of the Highlands. Get into it. Woo, last but not least, honey, Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Although we come to the end of the road. We starting at 170. Throw the little dry. Scorpio. Last but absolutely not least, I hope y'all enjoyed y'all birthday and y'all season, honey. Hope y'all took some people down through there because you know how y'all be doing it. And I hope you, or whatever, I said it. Okay, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What it is. All right, so what Mercury retrograde and Saturn retrograde lessons have you learned and are currently integrating as these planets go direct? What did you learn? I'm gonna give you the respect that you earn. Y'all, I channel songs, okay? What you make me do. The vision and perspective, baby. The vision been a little foggy for you, honey. You done had to, the vision was not clear. You done had to clarify the vision through a shift in conscious awareness. Maybe you were moving from a place of subconscious wounding or just unconscious programming. And this shift in perspective, when I tell you they went hand in hand, like the minute, like you felt these shifts. I felt like Scorpio has been feeling when they operating from subconscious. So when they're moving through things subconsciously, when they're moving through things from their higher self, and when they're consciously co-creating, I feel like you have felt when you've shifted into these states of being because the vision you have been wanting to for a while to get clear on this next chapter in life. Like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Who's coming? Who ain't? Like, what's going on? I feel like some of y'all ready for kids or done had some kids, then been with some people, then went through some shit. Y'all done been through some things, Scorpio. And it has humbled you. Life has humbled you and your perspective has been forced to change through growth. You needed, it's given like you needed to grow up. Like, you grew up. through these transits. Like sometimes that's just what it is. Like sometimes it's character development, baby. Character development. Your character had to develop it for the vision to even be made clear, because who what are you trying to create, and who within you is trying to create it? Like, are you creating this from subconscious beliefs that are limiting? Are you co-creating consciously from a place of clarity? Or is this, are you attuned to your higher self right now, and this is the vision that's being birthed through you for you to make this world a better place type shit? Like is it the what's the program? Quick to say ain't nothing bigger than the program, but what program is you running on, Scorpio? Like, what's the program? You had to get on the right program. We have community coming out for you. So a lot of who you've been around has influenced your life decisions, what you've associated with. Like, are you a movement by yourself or a force when you together? Like your community is a reflection. Like, you're mostly identified through the people and the places in which you frequent. What has your community like reverberated back to you? Like, what do you still see yourself in them, or are you like the big bee that feels good around the little bees, or are you ready to be a small bee in a whole new bee community that's working towards a higher good? Perspective. We have destiny. You got the whole world in your hands, Scorpio. Destiny has been at play. I feel like, this world is your oyster type of energy, as well as like maybe you want to get your palm read, or you're into palm readings, or maybe you like, I'm a palm reader. Things have been thinking. All right. You have yin and yang balance. When did I even grab this deck? Okay. I feel like you've been doing a lot of things unconsciously, and it's like, how did I get here? Like, what is going on? Like, oh, but it's like it's quickly intuited. Like the clearer the vision, the clearer the energy that is permeating through you. Again, character development, balancing the masculine and the feminine, attuning to your destiny, like what's fated, like wanting to live that life that that only you and God can co-create. This is taking a lot of character development. I feel like a lot of y'all that either have had some kids, and your kids are teaching you a lot about life, or you're wanting kids, or you're desiring kids, or you're seeing that your vision for your future involves having a family, or being the best that you can be for your family, to your family. Like, it's this energy that's coming through. Oh my gosh, we have etheric cords, and she has 2 babies. Etheric cords. Oh, y'all been it's okay. It's generational wealth, intergenerational healing, a son and a daughter, a mother. This woman that you have kids with could also be your mama in a past life. Like, you got some real taboo things that is swirling around within your field of understanding, and it is shifting your perspective on life. You could also be developing just a higher it's like spiritual awakening energy as well. Like, where you were once skeptic, it's like, oh, I'm a believer now, and I'm ready to tap in. Ezra Lee Dantor fought elbow to elbow with her people during the Haitian Revolution to protect mothers and children. She represents the healing of the Dark Mother. Oh my gosh. And there you have it, Scorpio. Some mother wounds have been healed to balance this masculine and feminine energy, and to clarify the vision, because baby, I said you had been through some shit. If it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. This could be in regards to the mother of your children. You being clear, like moving forward, like it is that deep. I only want to be out here snatching the soul of the woman that I'm supposed to be with. You don't want to be out here just soul snatching on everybody no more. You're like, I want my wife. I want who I'm going to co-create with to be. I just want to snatch her soul. I'm done. Listen. You might be just out of the streets. You might have just, turned in your pimp card. Like, I'm ready for the husband. I'm ready for the wife. I'm ready for some real legacy, longevity and you doing this by healing these dark mother wounds, this warped perception of what a wise woman that leads is. And this could be due to, like, this is really deep, but I'm gonna say it, like, maybe you had a toxic relationship with your mom, or your mom kind of act like she your woman and your mama, like, you know, or like making sure you have a healthy attachment to your kids, making sure that the wounds of your mother aren't following in your parenting style, like, could just be healing the mother wound, so, or the dark feminine energy wound, so, or dark mother wound, so you can choose the right partner. Maybe you have been hurt by women in your past, and again, like I said, it's giving the energy of like the grandmama is the baby, you know. That's just something. It be like that sometimes. In Scorpio, y'all just have like the most taboo energy. So hey, it's not far fetched. I'm speaking to somebody, damn it. So the energy cords binding you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. So y'all could be, yeah. You must be willing to let go. Close your eyes. See divine swords of God's loving light separating you and dissolving the cords between you. You are both whole and healed. Just as you shower to cleanse physical grime, there's also grime in the form of energy cords, also called karmic ribbons, emotional cords, or etheric cords. Spiritual maintenance is required. Your goddess declaration: I'm worthy, compassionate, and whole. So some person, whether you are like evolving out of a baby mama energy, or a healthier feminine energy is needed and necessary. Like, you may have multiple baby mamas, you may be a mom with multiple kids by, you know, different men. Whatever the case may be, these cords between y'all need to be severed. Everyone needs to be healed and whole, and operating within their own destiny. And this is where the vision and the perspective shift happens, because you're able to balance the yin and the yang. Some people here to some life's best teachers happen through women and children. You know, whether you're the mom with the children, or you're the man that has created multiple children with multiple women, whatever the case may be, Scorpio, your children are teaching you a lot about your vision, your perspective, your parenting style, your destiny within them. Like, your children can be mirroring back to you aspects of yourself that you like. Be who you needed at that age, at that time for them. Shift your perspective so that the way in which you relate to your mother, the mother of your child, your mother could also have transitioned, or something of that nature. It just gets a little deep right now. Please book a personal if necessary, but I just see that you want a better life, and your perspective is shifting. But cleaning up your act when it comes to the women and the children of your life holds the key to your destiny moving forward. And that's just all I'm going to say, if that applies to you. And if you are the mother with the children that's on the receiving end of this, you got work to do too, with cutting the cord, clarifying your vision, operating from that higher mind. It's also like giving it, like, doing what's best for the highest good of all, for all parties involved. Like, just balancing the scales so you can live the life that was destined, like stepping out of all this riffraff and hurt and pain, and being willing to let go for the greater good, for the greater good of the kids, like, or for the greater good of life, for the greater good of, like, I just know I got a better vision. I know I'm here for more, and I deserve better, and I just want to do better and be better. Okay, Scorpio? That is your reading. That concludes all 12 signs, honey. I'm spent. Do you hear me? Big Mama's is tired. I feel like I done talked for 70 days, 40 days, and 40 nights. I love y'all. Please come back to the description a little later. I will have the timestamps. I will have the link in the description as well. But if you want the link for a personal 30 for 30 reading, that is going to be on the community tab. Again, I've enjoyed y'all. This is the all signs. What retrograde lesson what's being clarified moving forward in the archetype you're stepping into. Matter of fact, I ain't even done with y'all yet, Scorpio. What archetype is Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus stepping into prosperity mantra at this time? Because y'all are, yeah, the curator and the roadie. I gratefully receive my blessings from God and the universe, integrating them into my life with ease and grace. Absolutely. The roadie, serving is a privilege. Every time I do so, I'm further aligned with my soul's purpose. So take that as that resonates. Now I'm gonna just read one from the curator. So the curator, bridge the gaps between the past, present, and future by honoring relevant traditions and highlighting valuable trends while seeking fresh perspective and exploring unique ideas. Curate a better life, taking the wisdom from the past and the present to create a better future, Scorpio. And we have the roadie. Because I almost forgot about y'all. There's a high potential for you to leverage transferable skills and knowledge in your endeavors. Yeah. Your expertise and experience in one area can be applied in other domains that will become prosperous for you. Seek ways to integrate your knowledge and skill into new areas. Absolutely. All right, y'all. Here's your message. Please, my books are open. Currently doing a 30 minute for $30 Black Friday offering. I will catch y'all in the next one. Good night. I've been on here since 5:30. That is crazy. I think this is my first time doing all signs live as well. And everybody got a 10 to 15 minute reader. So, yeah. All right. I love y'all. I'm finna go because I'm hungry.